all things movies right now because it's Friday and there's a load of new ones that come out today. But let's get Van Connor's honest opinion on these. Are they any good or are they just a load of rubbish? Welcome back to the show, Van Connor. How are we?
My pleasure as always, Mr. Ball. I can't complain. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, it's Friday. Who isn't in a good mood on a Friday? Let's be honest on that one. Especially when there are loads of new movies that are out today. In fact, there's quite a lot of decent ones. So I'm hoping that these two we're going to talk about are good movies. I think it's likely they're going to be. So where do you want to start, Van?
I'm going to, I always like to start with some Nicolas Cage. How can you not start with Nicolas Cage, eh?
Yeah.
So Arcadian is, I know you've had some horrific, traumatic Nicolas Cage experiences in your movie-going career, Mr. Ball. I apologise in advance, but this is one of the good ones.
Yeah.
Okay, this is good Cage. Okay, so this is akin to A Quiet Place, new movie from Benjamin Brewer. It's called Arcadian. Nicolas Cage is the father. He has two teenage twin sons, played by Jaden Martell and Maxwell Jenkins. They are existing in this, eking out a living in this like cabin-like shack, the three of them, during this Quiet Place-like post-apocalypse scenario with monsters involved. And it's about this family trying to stay together, but also survive in this wilderness when one of them becomes incapacitated. I've got a clip for you. This is from earlier in the movie. This is as they're sharing a very tense family dinner.
Thomas.
Yeah?
If you're late again, you can't go past the boundaries.
I was helping Mr. Rose.
I know what you were doing. Do you understand?
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you do it?
That's not helping.
Yeah, shut up.
That's not helping either.
Hey, Tom, what's so special about the Rose Farm? You're not there?
This is absolutely my kind of movie. Like, I loved A Quiet Place. I absolutely loved, like, The Village, another kind of similar movie. Like, this is going to have all of it, isn't it? And I mean, has it got any, like, those jumpy moments, like The Quiet Place, like with the walking down the stairs and the nail going into the bottom of the foot, like, moment? Oh.
No, this has got its share of horrific moments, and mostly they're character-driven moments. They're more about human darkness than like A Quiet Place was. But say it's a similar bent. It's not as outright a horror film as A Quiet Place was.
Yeah.
But like I said, this is one of those where you've got good form, Nicolas Cage, and two really intriguing performances from the younger actors, particularly Jaden Martell. I'm biased against him anyway because he's got a hell of a filmography. And Maxwell Jenkins as well. I think they're very game performers. They work very well together. And the bar is quite high between them.
Excellent. Well, it's on my list, and if you want to go and see it, you can see Arcadian this weekend. It is showing at The Light in Banbury. Okay, on to the next then, Inside Out 2. I cannot wait to see this and take the kids, because I know they're going to love it.
My favourite part about this is I know for a fact that until yesterday you did not know the plot of the first Inside Out.
No, I didn't. I
loved explaining that to you. It was great.
Yeah. So it's amazing. So maybe you should start, for anyone who hasn't seen Inside Out, the first one, explain what it's about, because actually that helped me yesterday.
Okay, so the first one is set in the mind of an 11-year-old girl, and the characters are her emotions, who basically pilot the control room that is her brain and take her through life. The sequel now has her as a 13-year-old girl, and because obviously she's a 13-year-old girl, the control panel in the control room with all the buttons, the control, the different emotions, that suddenly expands and new emotions start to appear. You're going to hear the first one in our clip. I introduce to you anxiety.
Orange? Who made the console orange?
Do I look orange?
I didn't touch it.
Orange is not my color.
Not me. Hello, everybody. Oh my gosh, I am just such a huge fan of yours, and now here I am meeting you face to face. Okay, how can I help? I can take notes, get coffee, manage your calendar, walk your dog, carry your things, watch you sleep.
Wow, you have a lot of energy. Maybe you could just stay in one place?
Anything. Just call my name and I'm here for you.
Okay, love that. And what was your name again?
Oh, I'm sorry. I can get ahead of myself. I'm anxiety. I'm one of Riley's new emotions, and we are just super jazzed to be here. Where can I put my stuff?
What do you mean, we?
Oh, we can all relate to that one, can't we? Let's be honest.
No, right?
I love the premise of this whole thing because, you know, my son is 5 and he's doing the whole thing at school about learning about emotions, and each emotion has a colour. And so I gather that this is the kind of movie that would actually endorse a lot of that training.
Very much so. And it's obviously been designed in the same way. The emotions are the same colour, for instance, in the movie that they are in Albert's books, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like sadness is blue, joy is yellow, anger is red. And anger, incidentally, my favourite character, Lewis Black. You had me at casting Lewis Black. The new cast here don't really make much of a grand impression, to be honest. I mean, Maya Hawke's giving it the Gen Z ADHD energy, but she's not really remarkable, and she's not really a readily identifiable voice, really, either. But it's right, they're so unremarkable that Adele Exarchopoulos, one of the most beautiful women to walk this earth, voices the new character of Ennui, and I did not know that was her until I checked IMDb afterwards.
Wow.
So it's not really one of those. It's a decent movie. It's not a great sequel. It's better than Ralph Breaks the Internet. But I would argue probably still not as good. It's not Toy Story 2 level.
If you haven't seen the first one and you went to see the second one, would it still kind of make sense? You don't have to watch the first one.
Yeah, you absolutely, you could get this. It's straightforward enough. It's one of those that it's quite a simplistic concept, but some of the gags in it and the way that they deal with things can be like, it can be taken on a reasonably mature level and on a childlike level, and they work equally well. But you can just breeze into it without having seen the first one. I would recommend you do, though, because the first is infinitely better than the second. The second one's not a bad movie. The problem is the first one's a 5-star movie and this is a 3.
Yeah, well, that's fair enough, isn't it? And if you want to go and see it this weekend, if you've got the kids or the grandkids, this sounds like the perfect kind of film to watch. It's on at Curzon, Odeon and View in Oxford, plus Cineworld Whitney and Didcot, and then View in Bicester as well. So plenty of opportunities for you to catch it if you want to. Just look out for Inside Out 2. Thank you very much, as always, Van. What have we got to look forward to next week? What are we covering?
We've got Russell Crowe Exorcist movie next week. I can't wait. I hope he puts on a really dodgy accent again in this one.
And you've got a Russell Crowe story that you can share next week about when you took your mum to a screener and Russell Crowe turned up, because you've already told me this and it's an absolutely brilliant story. But will you share that with us on Friday next week?
I will merrily share that with you next week.
Amazing. All right, well, have a lovely weekend, Van, and I shall speak to you on Friday. Have a good one.
Till the next time, good sir.
Thank you, Van. It's 11:25 on BBC Radio Oxford. Beautiful South on the way.